Before we start our leg day Vinyasa Flow number 2, make sure you have the props you want or need next to your mat. I suggest at least 2 blocks. If you're using the suggested Spotify playlist, press play now. Find your way into your favorite variation of child's pose. If you are inversion free, then use a block underneath your head or stay up on your elbows. Allow yourself to settle in and focus on your breath. Gently lift the head and come into plank. Pedal the feet for a stretch through the backs of the legs. One more time each side. Come onto your knees into tabletop. Extend the right leg behind and start to tap the toe from one edge of your mat to the other. Left and right, left and right, and left and right. Keep the core as engaged as you can. We're getting the glutes, hamstrings, and hips warmed up. Rest the ball of the right foot to the opposite side of the mat. Press your hips away and reach the right hand to the left upper corner of your mat so you get a nice side stretch. Look back toward the heel. Bring yourself back to tabletop and wiggle your tail a little. Let's take the other side now. Left leg taps across and back and forth from one edge of the mat to the other. Keep going. Try to keep the lower back as still as you can by engaging the core. On the next cross, keep the ball of the foot on the right side of the mat crossing over the bottom leg. Take the side stretch. Left hand reaches across to the right upper corner of the mat and look back at the heel. Release and come back into tabletop. Extend the right leg out behind you and step it through to come into low lunge. Hands to the thigh and settle into the stretch. Grab your blocks and bring them underneath your hands in line with your front ankle. Scooch the back knee forward and prepare for some lunges. Press up to high lunge and then lower down to low lunge, but the back knee will not touch the mat. Press up and gently lower down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. The next time you go to stand up, hop the back foot forward a bit to prepare for Parsvottanasana. Bring the hands to the waist, square off the hips. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Use the blocks under the fingertips so that you stay inversion free, if that's the way you're practicing today. Otherwise, the hands can come above or below the knee. Moving now into twisted triangle, keep the left hand rooted down. On your inhale, scoop the belly and twist to the right. Top arm can extend upward, or you can bring it to the waist or even behind the back. Nice steady breath here. Bring yourself back into Parsvottanasana. Soften the front knee and come into Warrior One. Inhale as you come up. Arms by your ears, and exhale where you need to. Bring the hands behind the hips for camel in the upper body. Heels of the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, arch the back. Keep the neck nice and long. Inhale, come back to vertical. Exhale, bring your hands down to your blocks and use the blocks as an intermediate step to get down to tabletop for cat and cow. Inhale, move into cow. Exhale, curl into cat. Inhale, lift to cow. Exhale, curl to cat. And inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Take 2 more rounds on your own breath pattern. Bring the spine back to neutral. Inhale, extend the left leg behind you. Exhale, step through for low lunge. Hands come to the thigh and settle in. Grab your blocks, bring them in line with your ankle. Hands to the blocks. Scoot the knee forward and press up into high lunge. Inhale, low lunge without touching the knee to the mat. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. 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 Exhale, press up. Last time, inhale, lower down. Exhale, press to high lunge. Hop the back foot forward a bit, straighten the legs, hands to the waist. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, pull the belly up and in. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips for Parsvottanasana. Fingertips on blocks to keep you inversion free, or if you're not, feel free to fold forward as far as is comfortable. Move into twisted triangle from here. Right hand to the inside of the front foot, left hand can start on the waist. Twist to the left, keeping the belly nice and engaged. Top arm can extend out of the shoulder or bring it to the waist or behind the back. Nice long neck. Because we are looking for the longest spine possible, keep the eyes focused on your bottom foot, to the side wall, or up to the ceiling. If you look back at the hip, the spine will curve. Go ahead and release the twist, soften the front knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up by your ears for Warrior One and settle into the pose. Take camel pose in the upper body. Heels of the hands on the hip bones, fingers press the flesh down. Inhale, lift up through the waist. Exhale, arch. Be mindful of your neck placement here. Make sure it's not crunching. This will ensure you can breathe easily and protects your neck at the same time. Bring the chin to the chest. Release the hands down to your blocks, step back to plank, then lower the knees. Come into tabletop again for 5 more rounds of cow and cat. Inhale, lift up to cow. Exhale, curl into cat. Keep going on your own breath pattern. I'll let you know when it's time to move on. Finish up your last round of cow and cat. Bring the knees, the ankles, and the feet as close together as you can. Shift your weight back to balance in a squat. Sit bones to the heels. Walk your hands up to the thighs. Hands come to prayer in front of the heart. Once you find your balance, be prepared. Here comes some more leg work. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, press up to standing. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, find the squat. Again, control your descent. Inhale in the squat. Exhale, press into those legs and stand. Inhale, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, bend the knees. Squat, sit bones to the heels. Inhale in your squat. Exhale, press up to standing. Inhale, Hasta Tadasana, lengthen through the body. And then exhale, lower into the squat. Inhale in the squat. Exhale, press into the legs and come up to standing. Inhale, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Okay, you made it. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to the waist. Shift your weight to the left foot. Right thigh lifts. Bend the standing leg and now extend both legs at the same time. Inhale, bend both legs. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. One more time. Keep the right leg extended and take a huge step forward. Balance on the right leg, left thigh to your chest. Inhale, bend the standing leg. Exhale, extend both legs. Inhale, bend both legs. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. One more time. Keep the left leg extended and take a huge step forward. Now find Tadasana. Let's breathe through 2 half sun salutations. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. Shift your weight into the right foot. Left thigh lifts up towards the chest. Bend the standing leg, gently step back into Warrior Two. Once you're set up in Warrior Two, bring your hands to your hips and pulse the front leg. Make sure the knee is tracking over the center of the foot. If you did my leg day Vinyasa Flow number 1, then this is very familiar for you. Keep going, you're almost there. Okay, now, let that front leg straighten. Shift the hips for triangle pose. Then extend the bottom arm to the inner leg. Then either keep the top hand on your waist or extend the arm upward. Stay here and breathe. We're also working the obliques here. If you want more length in the waistline, sweep the top arm over your ear, palm faces down. The legs get extra engagement here too. Inhale, bring yourself up to vertical. Exhale, turn the feet to Warrior Two on the second side and get settled. Then start pulsing. How are you doing? Are you still breathing? Good. Now you're all done. Straighten the leg. Tilt the hips for triangle pose. Set up the base first and then let the bottom arm come to its position. The top arm can extend, stay on the waist, or come behind the back. Feel free to get deeper if it feels right for you at any point. You have the same option to extend the length of your waist a little more by sweeping the top arm over the ear, palm down. Breathe. Come back up to vertical and turn to the side of your mat for goddess pose. Hands to the waist. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bend the knees into goddess. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend, lowering the hips no lower than the knees. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower and stay here. Pop the right heel up, arms to your sides, and pulse. Switch to the other foot. Continue pulsing the legs. Switch feet to the right foot. And switch to the left. Both feet flat now and keep on pulsing. Good job. Inhale, straighten the legs, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, turn the legs to parallel and fold forward. Hands to your thighs, blocks, or the mat. Gently shift the hips from right to left. One more time each side. Inhale, come up to vertical. I'm gonna throw some ballet at you, and I promise your legs are gonna love this exercise. Stand against the wall or use a chair and place your left hand on it at shoulder height or lower. Stand in first position, heels together, toes out to create a V, only to your natural rotation. Bring the other hand to your waist and shift your weight to the left foot without popping the hip sideways. Now keeping the legs outwardly rotated, bring the right pinky toe to the other ankle. Bend the standing leg, keeping the heel on the ground. Lift the right leg as high as you can manage. Now extend both legs at the same time. Bend both legs again, called a fondue, and bring the right foot to the other ankle. Lift the right leg, then straighten both legs simultaneously. And fondue, foot to ankle. Lift the leg, extend both legs. Now we do 4 to the side. Fondue, lift, extend. 3 more times. Be mindful here to keep the hips level. Fondue, lift, extend. The side extension may actually be slightly forward. Fondue, lift, extend. Now extend the leg back 4 times. You can face the wall. Fondue, lift, extend. Stay upright in the torso. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Switch to the side extension 4 times. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. And fondue, lift, extend. Oof! The standing leg glute and the working leg hip flexor should feel pretty good right about now. Now we get to do all that on the other side. Yay! Stand in first position, heels together, toes out to create a V, and shift your weight to the right foot. Keeping the legs outwardly rotated, pull the left pinky toe to the other ankle. Bend the standing leg, lift the thigh, extend both legs straight at the same time. Melt into your fondue, foot to ankle, and repeat 3 more times. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Now to the side 4 times. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Turn to face the wall and to the back 4 times. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Are your legs shaking like mine are? Fondue, lift, extend. Finally, 4 to the side. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Fondue, lift, extend. Nice work. Those are not easy. Shake everything out. Step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, and step back to plank. Continue to Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale to Child's Pose for a hot second. As you come up, step the right leg forward for low lunge. It's time to stretch all that leg work out. Left hand down to the mat or a block. Reach the right arm up and behind you to grab the foot for a quad stretch. Release and flip into Skandasana, side lunge. Walk the hands across the mat and switch the hips into low lunge. Bring the right hand down to the mat or the block. Left arm reaches up and back to connect with the foot for your quad stretch. Release the foot and flip into Skandasana, side lunge. Walk the hands to the top of the mat and transition through tabletop to plank. Lower onto your belly for Sphinx pose. Give the legs some passive rotation to let them release. Bring the right hand in front of you. Reach back with the left for a deeper quad stretch. Hand connects to the foot. Press the left hip into the mat to maximize the hip flexor lengthening. Release the foot and switch to the second side. Release the foot, stack the hands and rest your head down. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs from side to side a few times. One more each side. Extend the legs long under you, feet pointed. Arms down by your sides for a few rounds of locust pose. The breath is Pilates style here. Inhale in neutral, exhale lift up. Squeeze the backs of the legs here, glutes and hamstrings. Inhale lower, exhale lift and squeeze. 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 Inhale lower to crocodile pose. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs. Let the feet come down to the mat and passively rotate the legs a few times. Take a nice big breath in crocodile, letting everything relax. On your next breath, press back into child's pose, and if you'd like, gently rock the hips side to side. Walk both hands to the left side of your mat for a side stretch. Keep the shoulders parallel to the ground. Inversion-free friends, keep your head up. Switch to the other side, hands to the right side of the mat. Walk the hands back to center, transition through tabletop to sit, legs extended in front of you. It's time for Paschimottanasana. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, reach forward for what you can reach while keeping a straight spine. Thighs, shins, ankles, feet, or toes. Take one more full breath. And release the pose. Cradle the right leg and rock from side to side. Cross the ankle over the opposite thigh for seated pigeon. Bend the bottom leg, foot as close to flat as you can get it. Pigeon pose stretches all the muscles in the hip that we used in those fondues. One more breath. Release the legs and shake it out. Cradle the left leg and gently rock side to side. Cross the ankle over the opposite thigh for seated pigeon. Step up the bottom foot for the glorious hip stretch. Keep the chest lifted and your breath easy. One more breath. Release the legs and shake it out. Move into half lord of the fish. Left leg under the right. Right foot flat on the mat. Inhale, sit up tall, left arm extends upward. Exhale, twist to the right, either hugging the leg for more glute stretch or tuck the elbow for more twist. Your choice. Stay and breathe. Inhale the eyes to the front. Exhale, release the twist and switch your legs, right over left. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, twist to the left. Either hug the leg or tuck the elbow, whatever you did on the first side. Inhale the eyes to the front. Exhale, release the twist and the legs. We're moving into reclined bound angle pose from here. If you're inversion free, set up your prop so your head will be the highest point. If you're not inversion free, take your time to lie back and bring the bottoms of the feet together. One more full breath. Use your hands to close the legs. Make your way into Shavasana, either legs long under you, falling to their natural rotation, or knees bent and falling together in constructive rest. Arms by your sides no higher than the shoulders, palms up. If you're chilly, grab a blanket to stay warm. Eyes closed, and allow your breath to settle into its natural rhythm. Just be here now and breathe. Allow yourself to feel whatever sensations come up while in stillness. Feel the feels. Enjoy these few moments for yourself to just breathe. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet. Extend the arms overhead by your ears for a big, full body stretch. Roll onto your right side, resting in fetal position, right arm under your head as a pillow. Gently press yourself up into a seated position, eyes remain closed. Hands can either press together at your heart center or one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Take a few moments here to check in with how you feel after this practice. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically and spiritually. Take a moment for some gratitude. What are you grateful for in this moment and why? I hope this leg day Vinyasa Flow with some ballet in it was challenging but fun. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Have more time? Check out one of these beautiful practices over here, and there's more suggestions in the description below. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.